Hi guys!
Welcome back to
Sigamos
Sigamos
con las pendejadas
with Jennifer
and Claudia.
Okay, so in today's episode, what the fuck are we talking about? We're just gonna be talking
shit we always do.
Yeah.
So whatever we talk about. You know what I want to talk about?
What?
You're gonna get mad at me.
No, okay, what?
I want to talk about zodiac signs.
Oh my god.
Not that I really know much about them. I know about mine.
That shit's all fake.
I know a little bit about yours.
That's all fake.
I don't think it's all fake.
No, I do.
I don't think it's all fake.
Mm-mm.
See, you're Cancer.
Oh my god! Wow!
I'm a giant overthinker.
For sure.
I overthink too much, and I always think of the worst of the worst. But I don't know if that goes with my trait, my Leo trait.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, baby.
What can I say? Leos are the best.
Okay.
Female Leos.
Let's calm down. We don't want to get the audience pissed off.
Female Leos are the best.
I don't believe in zodiacs. Signs.
Dude, no, you know what I do? You know why? Because I was talking to this dude. He's a Scorpio. He's so toxic and so possessive, but then not possessive. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Why do you think people get like, this is so off topic, but like, why do you think that people get like that? Like, why are we the way we are? Like, because you can have two siblings grow up in the same household, raised the exact same way, but they're like opposites. Does that make sense?
I don't know. For me, it's like me and my brother grew up in the same household. Yeah, he did move in. He was like a teenager, but then he came back. Like, anyways, point is, we grew up the same way, but I think it has a lot to do with for me, I'm talking about myself. All the anger I've held since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I have so much anger. Like, I have bad anger issues, and I have so much anger. Like, for me, for example, también, like, I think that's where the overthinking comes in along with, because I have trauma.
Yeah.
As most of us do, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I am the way I am. Like, for example, my skin condition, because I do have vitiligo. I got that when I was like 11, 12.
Wait, so you weren't born with it?
No. I think you met me, because we met in 6th grade, right? That's when I got it. I think you met me when I was barely starting it.
Yeah, because I think you would always wear hoodies.
I always wear jackets because I was so insecure and I'll get bullied for it.
Really? You got bullied for it?
Yeah, I got made fun of it because of it. Now I embrace it. I love it.
Yeah, I always thought that like I thought it's so beautiful.
No. Well, yes, but I didn't always have it. Like, especially you know what's so funny and weird on my face, because I get it like around my eyes and then around like my mouth and like maybe like under here, my nose. I can control my face.
Huh? Like,
I can control it. Like, I can make it like go away.
Really?
Yeah, and like have my actual pigment back. Like, I don't know how that works, but my pigment in my own form, I think my pigment around my face regenerates back. But when I calm my stress down, because I only get my vitiligo around my face if I'm overstressed, if I'm like anxious, nervous, like really, it's mostly stress. Mm-hmm. If I have a lot of stress, I'm stressing, it comes and appears. And if I'm calmed down and I'm not stressing no more or whatever, it starts going away.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a thing though?
Point is, going back to what you were saying of growing up, because of how I grew up and how I was, I had so much build up anger and I was so stressed and I was going through a lot, and then in 6th grade I ended up, because of all that, I ended up getting my skin condition.
No way. Did I ask?
Yeah.
What the hell? Was it because of like everything that happened?
Yeah.
Oh. Damn.
Funny thing. At that time, I think that's the reason why it like really triggered it and why I started getting my skin condition. It's because you know what? He's not my dad, but like my dad.
Your biological.
My sperm donor.
donor.
My sperm donor got with this. I don't have nice words to say about her, but this
Woman.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave us the living hell and literally tried to kill me and my mom. And so that's what triggered it. Yeah. I told you about this before.
Did I? I don't remember.
Yeah. It's because you have a brain of a Dory. That's why.
I really don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember certain things, but I don't remember.
We can go more into detail of that when for the episodes. I don't want to fully trauma dump you guys yet.
We're not quite there. We
like,
gotta build our confiance.
I'm like, me, I can talk about it anytime. No worries.
That's crazy though.
But yeah. Anyways, going back to what we were saying, it's because that's how I grew up. And I can't say much about my brother, even though we did grow up in the same household. We grew up the same, we got treated. Actually, no, you know what? I don't think we got treated the same. I think my brother had some boy privileges because he's a boy. And we're in a Mexican household.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I didn't get to do the things he did.
Fuck that.
Because you're a girl.
That's so annoying. I always hated when my parents would say that. Oh, es que eres niña. Like, okay, the fuck? Like, but why could he have a sleepover that I couldn't? Like, boys could still get.
Yeah.
You know?
The same,
like,
whatever can happen to the boys can happen to the girls. Whatever can happen to the girls happens to the boys.
Yeah.
I hated that shit.
I always hated that. Like,
hated that shit.
I always hated it when my mom would say, tienes que aprender a cocinar porque tu esposo. And yes, granted. Now looking back, I'm like, fuck. But I always hated that because it was like,
it's like just so stereotypical.
Yeah, like, okay, like, and then my brothers, ay no, mijito, no ve a sentarte que te vas a quemar. Fuck that.
Oh, fuck.
But he can't learn the basics
you know what I like
of, like,
to say?
survival.
You know what I like to say? If a guy can't build me a house, then I can't cook.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's true,
he can build a house, I can cook.
Like, but I think nowadays, like, it's just so normalized that the woman has to be independent.
Yeah, that's so sad too. Now.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think
that's
amazing. That it's amazing that a woman.
But it has its cons.
Yeah, like it's not. That's not. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but like I don't think that should be normalized. Like, the woman shouldn't be the one doing everything.
Yeah, you know, for me, okay, a mí no me gusta uno que es machista.
No, yeah, no.
No, pero I do like some forms of it. Does that make sense?
No.
Like, what I mean is, like, I don't have a problem with cooking, but I don't expect to be the only one doing it all the time.
Okay,
I would want them. It's like, for example, I want 50-50. It's like
but unfortunately, it's not always 50-50.
Yeah, I know.
Relationships are never 50-50. It's either someone's giving, and I think that's like a. I'm not just saying like just any relationship. Like, I'm just saying like there are gonna be days where like let's say your relationship is giving 50-50, but let's say, you know, I'm sick, so my husband has to give 70, and I'm having to give.
But those are the times cuando estás enfermo and stuff like that. But it's, like, for me,
yeah, but some people still like kind of expect it because.
Or you know what? Yeah, you know what? Because the female, for example, even though we're sick, I feel like we still don't get a break.
Yeah. We never, I mean? Yeah, especially when you're a mom.
We push it. We don't become babies.
Yes.
Sorry, no offense. But I'm not speaking for all mal, though. Porque la verdad no sé. But también for me, what I mean, because I don't like them to be machista, pero sí me gusta que me manden poquito.
Really?
Just a little bit. I think
in what sense though? Like, oh, hey, can you get me a water? Like, or
no, like
hazme de cocinar.
No, more like calm one. Like, oh, can you please go get me a water? Like, calm, like ponte a cocinar. Not like that. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's a difference though.
That's why I just said that. Like, can you give me a water, please? It's like the whole nicer version, and like, or it's just like ponte a cocinar. Like, you have to cook. Like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, I don't like the one where, like, oh, you have to cook. You have to cook because you're a girl. You have to cook because you're my wife. No, I don't like that.
No, I don't like that.
But machista, okay, maybe it's not machista. Pero la cosa que a mí me gusta que sí me manden poquito.
What?
Okay, but I need something like give me
okay,
more of an
like for
example.
example, like maybe because I'm like a little bit of toxicity.
I don't.
I do.
Okay, but you give me like an example. Give me like what do you mean? Like what do you mean?
It's like for example, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go out with my friends. You know, they're gonna bring their male friends, but the other thing with me, I'm when I'm in a relationship, I'm faithful as fuck. I have never cheated. No, like
Uh,
I don't see a point in being in a relationship
if
if
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
cheat,
cheat. Like if
yeah,
you're gonna cheat or you're thinking about it, just break up with the person, go cheat.
yep.
Like I don't see no use in that. Like, anyways, for me,
Mm-hmm.
let me go back to my example. Like, saying I'm gonna go out with my homegirls, but my homegirls invited her homies or something. I'm gonna go out. I want my man to like be toxic to a point where like, okay, well, you know what, you're not gonna go alone. I'm gonna go with you. Like that type. Like you're gonna go with me, not tell me to know you can't go. You know what I mean?
Okay, I
Does that
get.
make sense?
Yeah, I get
Like, you
that.
know
I
what?
still wouldn't like that though.
You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm just too
Or maybe,
vanilla.
okay, you know what? Let me take that back. I actually don't know because that's what I'm used to. That
Yeah,
sounds
there
so
you go.
bad.
Yeah,
That sounds so bad.
no, it does.
But I've never had a healthy relationship. That sounds so bad. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have had one healthy relationship and I fucked it up. But that's because I lost feelings. It's not my fault. Like I couldn't control that.
How
I
do
lost
you lose
feelings.
feelings though? Like, how do people lose feelings?
You know what? You know what? Now that I'm more grown and more mature, I lost feelings because we had different goals. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but like, what was his goals? Like, what did you? What was the difference?
His goals, for example, is he didn't want to start a family. He wanted to stay in Utah. Um, he didn't want to start a family yet. He wanted to stay in Utah, you know, like that type of stuff. I didn't want to stay Utah. I don't like Utah. By the way, we're from Utah.
Yeah.
But I don't like Utah. I grew up here. I don't know what's like one, I don't mind the snow. I
Mhm.
can drive in it. I just don't like the cold that much. But I don't see myself in Utah forever. Versus him, he did. He wanted everything in Utah. Me,
I love Utah.
I don't.
Is it just because of the white people?
No, that sounds like racism, but no. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, yeah, I have gotten like racism comments because we're Mexicans
Yeah,
in Utah.
obviously.
If you're Latinos in Utah, you know what we mean.
Yeah, especially not even Latinos. I feel like people of color. Like if you're someone
Yeah,
of
that's true
color,
too.
you just get looked at weird.
Yeah.
Like even going to the store, it's like
This is such a Mormon state. I don't like the Mormon state here.
I think Utah's a good place to raise kids. Like
Yeah.
where it's like you're not smelling weed all the time, but like I don't know. Maybe it's just me being like the Mormon in me, but
I
like
think it's just you.
but like I can't stand the smell of weed. Like it gives me such a headache. The smell of cigarettes gives me a headache.
Yeah, that can. Yeah, I understand
Beer,
what you mean
like
with that. I totally understand what you mean with that and stuff, but that's not what I'm referencing to.
you don't think it would be a good place to raise kids?
No, it's a good place to
Yeah,
raise
I was
kids,
gonna say.
but I also feel like it's a good place to raise kids anywhere else. That it's the way that you raise your kid, the way they grow up too.
Oh
You
well,
know
yeah,
what I
obviously,
mean?
yeah.
Because for me, I lived in Arizona for a year. I loved living there.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I The only thing that brought me back really to Utah was my mom.
Yeah, because you didn't have anyone there.
I didn't have family over there. I was so sad over there. I was so depressed. I was going through such a rough time over there. Like people didn't notice it, but I literally was having such it. Like now I'm better. I'm
Mm-hmm.
better. But it did get to a point where I did I did want to unalive myself.
Did I ask?
Yeah.
Did you talk to your mom about that?
Um.
Did you talk to anyone about that shit?
I tried talking to my partner at the time, but like when I would tell him, oh, like I'm sad or like something, he would tell me, okay, what do you want me to do about it? I'm not a doctor.
No way, did
I
us?
was like, yeah, I just didn't get the support that I was looking for, or not much support, but more comfort that I was looking for. You know.
Yeah.
So I was going through a really rough time, and it didn't help.
Damn, what a piece of shit, though.
I mean, we had. No, I need to stop making excuses. Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
no, yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know about that. That's not. I don't know. I feel like.
Don't get me wrong. He was a good provider. I will say that because he did provide for me.
Yeah.
He was a good provider. I will say that.
But he just wasn't there for you, like supporting in like emotional.
Yes, and because it went too emotional, I didn't lose feelings with him. I didn't. It was more like out of courage.
Hmm?
So, okay, I didn't leave him because I lost feelings.
Okay.
I left him because I didn't like how I was getting treated, how and I'm not just putting the whole blame on him because I could have fixed some things too. I'm not.
Like what? Like, well, do you guys have ever had that conversation? Because I feel like conversation could go a long way.
Not necessarily.
The bitch, that's on you.
It's when I did try, he wouldn't listen to though.
Oh, so okay, so then you did have those conversations.
I tried.
You tried or you did?
I tried.
But chill.
But it would always turn into a fight or an argument.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He tried getting back together with me. But then I would just start thinking to the worst of the worst because I didn't have that secure in that relationship ever.
So you were just afraid that if you guys went back together, then it would be the same.
Yeah.
And nothing would change.
Yeah. And then most importantly, because I wasn't just thinking about me.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
So, and then,
I think actions speak louder than words, though. Like, a man can say that, like, oh, I'm gonna do this better, but like, ultimately, like, will you though? Like, are you going to? Because yes, they can talk the talk, but like, are they gonna do it?
very true. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, today now though, I don't have feelings for him no more. I feel like I'm better.
Yeah, I mean, it's been what, 2 years? A year? 2 years?
I've almost been here for 2 years again. It's about to be 2 years in August.
I feel like time goes by.
Time goes by so fast. It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy how life works. Do you believe in soulmates?
I don't really. Maybe just like I'm not that lovey-dovey type of person. I think that we have our person soulmates, as in like our souls are like connected.
Not just soulmates, like romantic part. I mean, like also like how do they call them? Like I don't know what they call them, but like
I guess maybe in some sense, like if you were to give me kind of more of an explanation, because when you say soulmates, to me, I'm like where our souls are connected and that like
like our souls are connected. It does not have to be in a romantic way.
For example, it can be like a friendship type of way.
Yeah, it can be a friendship. For example, for me, I think I have a soul tie with this friendship I have.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we have stopped talking. But then we end up always coming back to each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
And then romantic, I think there's a soulmate for romance too. That's just me. I believe in them.
I think maybe
I believe in them because for me, if we cross paths and we stop talking, whatever, and we don't cross them again, that's that. That's how it's supposed to be. But if we keep crossing paths, that's what makes me think like
Like, ¿qué onda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what I mean. I've never really thought about that though. Like maybe just like I just don't put so much thought into like the lovey dovey shit. Like maybe it's
Maybe
like oh love as in like
I do.
I used to not even think like marriage wasn't even like
Mm.
on my brain until
I think that's the bad thing about me is I do because, gosh, I want to love. I love love. That makes like call me like an old. What do they call me? Old.
I know what you mean.
Old soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, old soul. But I believe in love when I've gotten shown so many times that love doesn't exist. Like I want it. Like I put it. Like I still believe it's out there. That, you know what?
Yeah.
I like for me. I'm not in a relationship, but I don't like being single. Because I'm a lover girl.
Yeah,
Does that
but
make
my
sense?
thing is like you need to like
I know
you need to focus on
I
yourself. Like
know.
stop focusing on these others. These
But that's the
men
thing too. That's just like no, it's not just men. Oh,
or women.
no, like
whatever
no,
you're
sorry.
into.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I'm straight. Sorry, but I mean like in general too. It's not just. So this is part of my personality. I never put myself first.
Yeah, there's that. That's your issue though. Like
I know that's my issue. I always put others first before myself, just because it helps me feel happy helping others. When in reality, I need to stop doing that shit and worry about like put me 1st
Mhm.
because I usually never put me first.
Yeah, you gotta do that shit. I feel like when I first started doing that, like life is just so much nicer. And I don't mean in the sense of like being selfish. I mean like yes, a little bit, but not really. Do you know what I mean? Like
I know what you mean. I just don't know how you do that.
like
Like I said, maybe it has to do with how I grew up, because I'm a people pleaser too. I grew up being a people pleaser. Now I'm not as much. Now I speak my mind when I have to. And don't get me wrong, I can be a bitch sometimes. But sometimes I don't realize it until like I catch myself.
Yeah, but I think that's just being blunt though. Some people don't like to be blunt. I think that's it. I am blunt. I don't know why. I think people just take things too personal too though.
Yeah. Yeah. But for me, I try not to be rude. Because I don't how do I say this? I don't see myself, or I haven't been told that I'm rude. Like yeah, I get told that like I have like a rest bitch face.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, when I first saw you, I thought you were mean, but you're actually pretty funny. You're actually pretty nice, and you're actually pretty talkative. I thought you were just serious and bitch, but I'm like, it's because I also get shy. Like
really? You get shy? I don't think I've
that's
ever.
so weird, huh?
I don't think I've ever been with you and you've ever been like shy.
That's so weird. I know. It's because it's a thing. I'm a social butterfly, but I do get social anxiety.
Stop the cap.
Really?
Yes. And it's every single time I tell that to somebody that knows me already, they're like, no, no. I'm like, no, yes. Like I'm social. You know, it's because you know me.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know,
but
and like, yeah, I can go up to somebody and make friends like that, pero esto todavía me cuesta un poquito because I start getting social anxiety.
What?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
If anything, I probably wouldn't like. I wouldn't be going up to people. I'd be like, from afar, admire from afar or some shit.
Well, it's because I like making friends. But then I'm like, should I go up to them and say hi? Should I go? Like, I want to compliment them. Like, should I tell them why they take it weird? I'm an overthinker, though. That's the thing, too. That's the thing that gets to my head and then like stops me from taking opportunities or doing stuff. Is that I'm an overthinker. Like I'm saying right now. Example, I want to go. Up to a person and make friends with them, but I'm like, okay, I want to compliment them on them, and then we can start talking about that. But I'm like, but what if they start thinking I'm weird? What if they start thinking like, why the fuck is she complimenting? I don't know, my necklace or something. Like I start overthinking it, and so I don't do it.
Is that not normal though? Because I feel like we all do that.
I feel like it is normal, but to be overthinking to the extreme, Yeah, no, for me, that's just hard. That shit gotta go, but it's hard. It's like I think the worst of the worst, and then I start overthinking everything. So I'm like, pues.
Ya ni modos.
Fuck.
Okay, so going back to I love to be loved or some shit was what you said.
Uh,
That kind of makes sense. Because growing up, like, seeing how my parents were, I never wanted that. I never wanted to be in a relationship. I never craved that, like, yes, I wanted a boyfriend, but I never craved, like, I never want, like, does that make sense? I never craved it. Like, I never, for what? ¿Para qué? But I also didn't believe in marriage. I didn't believe in love. Like, ¿para qué? Like, why would you want that? Like, I was very negative towards love. I didn't like that idea. And now that has changed, obviously. But I'm just like, it makes you kind of wonder, like, shit, you know?
yeah, see, okay, I'm not saying that, I wasn't loved because I was very much loved by my mom.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom became a single parent, and I would crave people's love, attention, because my mom wasn't really there. Like, obviously, like, yeah, I have some resentment, but now that I'm grown, it's like she couldn't be there. She had to go out, work, make the money, pay the house, pay for our food, have a roof over her head, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not gonna lie, I have so much resentment and anger and everything built towards my sperm donor. I do. Because he just put us through so much.
Mm-hmm.
But like, going back, like, as I said, I was loved by my mom, and obviously I got older. She's worked less now and like has more time and stuff. But I wasn't really there because I grew up. I had to grow up young.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up. I started working, school. I would go out with my friends. Like, I wouldn't hardly see my mom as much.
Mm.
You know, like I said, I know she loves me. I know I did get that love from her, but it wasn't the love
That you wanted?
not just that I wanted, but the one that a kid needs growing up.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh.
Because like I said, she wasn't there. She had to work. I was stuck with babysitters. You know what I mean? Like, my mom did have to work 2 jobs at appointments and stuff,
yeah.
so like,
Mm-hmm.
it was harder. But then like I also grew up in an abusive household, so like that had a lot of impact to do with it. And then the love that I was seeing between her and my dad and stuff, like, I didn't want that. Like you said, what you saw you didn't want, I didn't want that either.
Mm-hmm.
And that just built up a like expectation of what love could be, what love is. And that's what I'm like, okay, that's what I want when I get older.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna look for, and that's what I'm gonna have. That's how I want to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I am. So when it comes to relationships, I try to give my best. But also, like they say, if your partner treats you like they say, if my partner treats me good,
Mm-hmm.
I treat them better. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
And I'm just so used, like, with all the relationships I had, I'm so used to toxicity. I'm so used to it. Like, that, it's sad to say, but I'm just used to it. I haven't had like a healthy relationship that has like put me in my place like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, find your words.
No, I know what you mean.
I seek that love. that I expect. That's
But I
called
think-
love.
But I think maybe it's just the way I think, but I think it's because you're expecting it. Like,
yeah,
you always get the unexpected when it's unexpected, and then you always get the expected of the unexpected. Does that make sense? I feel like that made no sense.
yeah. That's what I had my cousin tell me. She's telling me like, you need to stop looking for love. Love's gonna come to you.
Mm-hmm.
And like I understand that, but it's just like it's just that in me, like that little girl in me craving for that love.
No, yeah, I know.
Attention.
But I think at one point that you just kind of have to stop, though.
I know.
Because you get obsessed.
I get
no
obsessed.
offense, but you get a fucking obsessed. Like I called you out the last time for this. You saying that, oh yeah, this is my partner, my soulmate. No, bitch, that's what you said the other 5 times. Like, no, fuck that. Like, but I think that you do get obsessed. Like, you just want it. Like, you just gotta stop. Focus on yourself. Like, sorry to say this, but you got you hella lack.
I have issues.
Yeah, clearly. I think we all do though, but
yeah.
I'm just saying
Honestly,
though, like,
I just want to be loved because I'm a lover girl.
But fucking love yourself first. Damn. Like, no, serious. No, like, when you tell me the way
I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing better.
Bombastic side eye.
No, I have. You know how I know I've been doing better? Because I've been actually taking like full body pictures.
Oh yeah, I know. I love that.
And I start getting ready more now. I feel a bit more confident.
It's good.
And that's the main thing I noticed is that I've been taking more body pictures.
It's good.
And I was like, I noticed it. So like, yeah, I've also been learning how to love myself. Like I still have that mentality a little bit.
Yeah, it's not gonna go overnight. Like,
but it's been getting better.
You gotta talk to yourself con amor. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but like, seriously, when I started doing that made such a biggest difference. Now I'm so confident. Like, it's definitely different for sure. You gotta. I know we're our biggest haters, but
it's because I haven't had a healthy relationship. That sounds.
You gotta stop focusing on that shit, though.
I know.
Because I think that's where you donde estás mal.
And also because now I'm finally coming to a realization that I'm not gonna say all, but most men or most boys, whatever, are just dogs. They like to go with girl and girl and girl and girl. They like talking to multiple girls.
Okay, some of them, yes.
That's why I said most.
Yes.
And that's why I clarify myself.
Have to clarify there.
From what I've been talking to or I've run into or whatever my experiences, they're all just dogs.
But you focus on the wrong type of men.
Because those are what I attract. Those are what come to me.
No, that's what you accept.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
You're right. But it's because of the ones that are there.
Get out of here.
I don't know why, but like, I love being a woman.
You love being a woman? Oh, I hate being a woman sometimes. I hate the
period. Oh, I don't like the periods either.
You know what? I like being a woman because of our intelligence, and then
well, some of us are not. I don't know. I know that was so random, but I would just think talking about like Valentine's Day. I don't know why it seems like such a feminine like. Oh, Galentine's! That's what I was thinking of.
I've never celebrated Galentine's, so I wouldn't know.
With your girlfriends? Neither have I. Some people have invited me, but I get like, I'm all for it, but then like last minute I'll be like, well, do I really? Like social anxiety like will hit, and then I'm just like, well, you know what? Yeah. There's shit that gotta be done around the house or something.
You always make an excuse.
Yeah. For sure. I think though, like for a couple hours I'll be good, but then like slowly, like I'll like get like my energy
like
slowly.
Your social battery was empty and then it got full and then you're ready to
like I need some time to like regenerate myself.
I feel like that's such the opposite for me. Like,
Really?
my mom calls me vaga, que soy bien pinche vaga.
Oh yeah, I know that for sure.
I don't like being home.
I love being home.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's because it's not my house. Like, it's my house, but I don't own it. It's my mom. You know. I don't know if it's because I feel like it's not mine
Really?
or what. But I don't like being home. It just makes me feel sad.
Do you just get in your thoughts or what?
I do get my thoughts, but it just makes me feel sad. Makes me feel sad because, like I said, I'm a social person. I like talking to people. I like being around people, and like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I do need my times where I need a rest, and I am by myself. But most of the time, I don't like being by myself.
Really, I love my me time. I love to be alone. Like,
don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we're so fucking different. Like, now that I think of it, how the fuck are we friends?
Opposites attract.
Got me there. What were you saying though?
My mom hates it. My mom hates that yo soy vaga. But it's just like, I like going out. I like living my life. I like exploring, doing new things. I like being spontaneous. Like,
you know what we should do? We should go skydiving.
Yo, I wanted that so bad. My grandma. So we were going to Idaho this was last weekend for my family's party and stuff, my cousin's party, and there was a guy that skydived on our way there, and I was like, I told my grandma, eso es lo que quiero hacer. No sé cuándo lo voy a hacer, pero lo voy a hacer. And she's like, ¿cómo crees? No vas a hacer eso. Necesitas pensar en tu hija, no sé qué. And I'm like, well, yeah, I am thinking of my daughter, but like, I'll be fine, you know, like,
yeah,
like it's just
now is the time to do this stuff.
And then
while
she's
we're
like,
young.
no puedes hacer eso. ¿Cómo crees? Uno nunca sabe qué va a pasar, no sé qué. And I was like, oh my gosh, but like, I'll be fine, like, you know, like, but it was so funny. I love my grandma.
Why are Mexicans like that? Uno nunca va a saber, but then they'll be doing the stupidest shit too. Like, they'll probably be the ones ending us, if anything, getting us with a fucking spatula or some shit. Like,
I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, okay. And then I just shut up so like we can stop. But like, I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna do it. Okay. It's like, oh my god, it's like so funny. It's like, cuando I got my tattoo, they're like, you better not get a tattoo, que me quieres que me va a dar un ataque de corazón, me vas a matar tú, no sé qué. And shit. And then like, si quieres ponerte un pinche tatuaje, ponte una pinche cola, no sé qué. Ponte una escoba, un trapeador en la pinche cola. Anyways, I remember that shit was so funny, and they were telling me that my mom and my grandma were so dramatic about it, and be like, we're gonna die because of that, you're trying to give us a heart attack. And then I showed them, and they're like, hija de tu madre, ¿qué te dije? And they're all fine and shit. Then
I just go back to Chimanda and
yeah,
shit.
they just go back. Like,
it's like, what the fuck?
Like, pinche cabrona. Listen, pinche desentendida.
Because you're stubborn. You're hella stubborn.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm hella stubborn.
I think the most craziest thing that I've ever done, like, towards my body is get the piercings.
You don't get an award.
And that's it.
Shit, I don't know what
like my ear piercings.
I'm a stubborn person. I don't like to get told what to do.
Yeah. I don't know who does though. Like,
that's true.
Does anyone?
No, but like for me, when I say stubborn, it's like obviously I don't like to get told what to do, and they tell me. You know how like one doesn't like to get told what they do, but they still sometimes end up doing it because whatever, no cause problems or nothing like that. Yeah, me, I like to keep dragging it.
Wait.
Does
what?
that make sense?
No, I didn't understand it.
Or like when I should stop. Okay, for example, let's think of it like this. When we're in an argument and we're estamos alegando and stuff, we tell, okay, you know what? Let's both calm down, think about it, talk about it. I keep going because I'm already like heated. I'm already like,
yeah.
I'm stubborn. I keep going. Like, even though I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, I'm not meaning none of the shit I'm saying. Like, I still keep going because at the end of the day, I want to win.
You're toxic. You're hella toxic.
It's just how I grew up too. It's like that's how it is.
We can't always be blaming the way we grow up.
I blame everything.
Fuck that. Deadass.
I was my mom's rebellious.
Sometimes though, you gotta rebellious.
Rebellious kid.
I'm trying to say it in Spanish. Did you notice that?
Rebelde.
No, I think that's what it's right. Yeah.
Like,
No, yeah. I think that like,
Rebelde.
what was we saying about this though?
Bruh.
Dude, you have the mind of a Dory for real.
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
I forgot what the fuck we were talking.
I really feel like you know what? I really feel like the older you're gonna get, you're gonna have like what's it called, schizophrenia.
What did he say?
Schizophrenia?
Dementia?
Isn't it schizophrenia when you see
crazy.
things?
sorry.
You're
No,
gonna
sorry,
have
dementia.
dementia.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Alzheimer's. Yeah, I know. Alzheimer's runs in our family.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you should really get checked. You know what, matter of fact, there's actually injections that you can be putting yourself for that.
Oh yeah, I heard.
When I was in the medical field,
Mm.
I had patients that I would have to inject in their ass cheeks for that.
He's gay.
Fuck that though.
But it's because literally they're forgetting everything at a young age.
Oh yeah, I hear that like it's like the age is going down or something like that.
That's what I'm telling you. You need to go get seen for real.
For real?
For real.
For real.
Come on, Dory.
For real.
Don't get me wrong, yo también soy pendeja y se me olvidan las cosas o me recuerdo cuando me conviene or whatever. No, dude, that my mom be telling me about something and she's like, I literally just told you this the other day. I'm like, fuck, I don't remember. I'm like, damn, dude, really? Am I getting old? I was like, wait a minute. But then like later in the like week or so, I remember her telling me.
You know
and
that-
I'm like, what the hell?
You know that actually scares me though. Like that ass. Like I have a little scrapbook because, like, of like things like when we travel, like I have to have something and like have to take a picture because sometimes Dallin will talk about it and he'll be like, "Oh, remember when we did this?" Huh?
That's what I'm telling you.
And
I've
then I
been
have to
telling you
look.
my stuff, and then you forget, or you tell me or something, and then I remind you about it, and you're like, "Oh, I told you that." Oh, I told you that when? Yes,
Yeah, I
Yanni.
know. Like that's
You're bad with that. That's what I mean. You gotta go.
you gotta.
It's like me. I'm gonna drag you across the room and everything. You're not gonna remember that next day.
What happened?
Like, wait a minute.
My head hurts. Why? What was that?
Why the hell? Why do I have a bald spot?
What the fuck? My hair's gone.
She's bald.
All right, guys, that is it for today. So.
Oh my god, it's not funny. Well, that's us. Well, thank you guys so much for watching us. I really hope you guys come back to see more of us. We would love to see you guys again. Just go ahead and wait for our next upload, and you guys can check our pages for when we do that, when we drop the next episode.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Please,
And follow our other pages.
Please. I'll do a twirl for you guys if you guys.
It's like hold right now.
Thank you guys so much for being here and watching us be stupid.
Yes.
Be pendejas.
To come along, subscribe to come along to more what? That did not make fucking sense.
Anyways, I'm gonna stop.
Today, Junior?
Not you. What?
Okay, anyways, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate all of you. We'll see you guys
In
next
the next
time.
The next episode.
Next episode. Bye.
Peace out. Let's go.